This is an Off the Tongue podcast.
Yeah, like, did you feel like you were, like, gonna pass out, or, like...
I did, like, but I felt like if I closed my eyes or anything like that, like, I was gonna die.
This is Dan Cummins, and you're listening to the Average as Fuck podcast. Get it?
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's the Palmer Squares.
Y'all listening to the Average AF podcast.
Yeah, bitch.
Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Catalyst Bars, and you're listening to the Average AF podcast. Let's get it.
All right, bro, we in there like that, son.
Always gotta start it quick because it's gonna die on us one day.
Bro. Well, that doesn't make sense. You say start it quick, which means have it use more batteries because you're worried about it dying in the next hour.
Yeah.
But it never does.
No, but remember how it always messes up and does the whole blinky thing? Yeah, we gotta stop the blinky thing.
We gotta stop the blinkies.
Stop the blinkies.
That's true.
Stop them before it happens. Facts.
I'm gonna be honest with you. We lied again to people last week.
Listen, we
we
it
tried.
was not.
We
We
tried.
tried.
We
But
tried.
listen, Mother Nature
Yes,
done messed up.
for sure.
I saved myself. You like that?
Okay. Yeah, I
Mother
wouldn't have
Nature
noticed.
done messed up.
Messed up. You done messed up,
Done
AA
messed
Ron.
up. Hey, right.
Yeah, we tried to get everybody here from the OTT network. The Ohio had different plans.
It absolutely did.
It was, I believe I saw like -10, -12 one day. I
It
believe.
was.
With a wind chill of like
Negative 35,
yeah,
40.
Yeah.
Sucked.
Yeah.
Icy as all can get out.
Yeah.
And that was what I was scared about the most.
Right.
Like, we didn't get as much snow, which I'm fine with, but dude,
Right.
the ice.
But it rained the night
Sucked.
before, and then, dude, I was telling Steve this yesterday. When I was growing up, I remember being like 8 or 7 or something, and I mentioned it to my dad, how it got like super cold the next day. And I was like, it dropped like 30 degrees or whatever. I'm a kid. I don't even know anything.
Right.
And I specifically remember him saying, it didn't drop 30 degrees. If it dropped 30 degrees in a day, we're in trouble.
It did.
Yeah, and Ohio does that. It dropped 50 degrees in 12 hours.
Yeah, like drastically.
Like-
and it sucked.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
sucked.
Wind that was like, I don't even know,
Like
but
40 miles
yeah,
per hour.
Yeah.
No exaggeration.
Yeah.
Dude, I could just
It
hear
sucked.
it. Hear
Yeah.
it through the house.
The wind blew one time and it scared Harper and she ran upstairs.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, and I was like, baby, it's okay. It's just the wind. Like, and I had to explain it to her, but yeah, dude, nuts.
Yeah.
Ohio sucks.
It does.
It ruins cars and tires.
It blows.
And we're not going to get into that because I've told the same general story 95 goddamn times on this.
But I did get you when you snapped that to me.
Yeah. And
I
I didn't
gotcha.
realize it because I'm an idiot.
You are, but I was quick with it. And I had to.
Yeah, I know.
I had to make the crappy situation better.
Dude, I feel like it's so weird because today we're recording on a Monday, which is a day usually later than we normally do.
Yeah.
And I feel like this week we have like so much shit to talk about.
Yeah.
It's like
It's a lot.
It's
Lots
like,
happened.
Yeah, like in that one day extra, it goes from like we get up here, everything's on, and we're like, wait, what are we gonna talk about? And then we just rant and shit. And this week we're like, yo, some shit went down, dude.
It's something weird because those are me.
Yeah.
That's never happening.
Baker brought 80% of the topics to this week, and that's if you know
Unheard
anything, if you know anything about the show or him as a person,
I'm all about freestyles.
dude. This is growth, dude. This is
new
growth.
me, new year.
You said that backwards.
I did. But
Somebody said new year, new me. I'm gonna be worse.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, I fucks with it.
I'm gonna be better.
I fucks with it. You're gonna try to be better, bro.
I'm gonna be better because of my little incident on Thursday.
I would argue you couldn't be better, bro.
That's right. 'Cause
That's
I'm
a
the
positive
best.
homie joke, Dak. You
I
could
like
be
it.
better at Call of Duty, but that's a different story.
Listen, bro, you gotta step it up.
Dude,
You're
I don't
playing
know.
Old school Vanguard still.
I know. I'm broke, dude. I'm
Shit.
broke. Fucking tires blowing and goddamn shit. Yeah, dude. But yeah, so shit went down, dude.
It did, and
Some
I don't
shit went down.
ever want this shit to go down again, dude.
Yeah.
Probably the worst day of my life.
That's so crazy. Like everybody, everybody kind of says like how terrible these things are, and everybody's like, yeah, for sure, but like for you to say like that is insane.
Yeah, like I've been the person to be like, dude, panic attacks, they probably do suck.
Yeah.
But never will you know how bad they suck until you actually experience one, and it sucked, dude.
Yeah.
So Thursday, I had my first ever and hopefully only panic attack. And I did not like it, dude. Just a lot was going on, like work related. I think the weather about to hit.
A lot of holiday stress.
Holiday stress.
It could be a million different things, but.
And so after me and you were kicking it, and I went home, I was talking to Danielle.
Probably 11 o'clock, something like that. I mean,
Yeah.
It was later.
It was
later. Yeah.
But I was talking to Danielle, dude, and all of a sudden, man, like I just got like super emotional. Like I was just talking to her about stuff, and then I started like just bawling my eyes out.
Damn.
I thought my foot was gonna go through the ground. How bad it was shaking.
Oh yeah.
And like my hands were just like this.
You got a jackhammer foot, dude?
Dude, I did. I did. And she was like, well, you can't go into work tomorrow. You can't go into work tomorrow. I was like, I gotta go into work.
Yeah.
I can't. And it got worse. So I actually ended up calling my boss at like 11:30 at night.
Crazy.
Explaining everything, telling
And
him
this is what, is this a Saturday?
This is on Thursday.
Thursday.
Yeah.
You said that. Yeah. It felt like a Saturday because we both had.
Well, no, it was Wednesday. It was Wednesday.
Was it Wednesday?
Yeah. Because I was off on Friday.
Right.
But I didn't go into work on Thursday.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, dude, never again do I want to go through it. I had Danielle call my dad because Caden was staying over there to check on him.
Yeah.
Because I thought something was going to happen to him.
Like just irrational stuff kind of going through your head.
Yeah. Dude, I almost kind of felt like Juice WRLD.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What do you mean? I don't know.
Well, because, so Danielle has like anxiety and stress and all that stuff too. And she was trying to give me her medication. And I was like, I'm not taking it. If I take it, I'm going to overdose. I'm going to die.
Yeah.
Like, it was literally those thoughts that were going through my head. And I was like, I don't know why. Like, I
That's
can't.
so crazy. Yeah.
But even the next day, dude, like, I was still anxious. I went to the store to grab the sand and everything like that. Dude, I almost went home. Like, I did curbside pickup.
Yeah.
And I almost went home.
Yeah.
Because I was so
and
anxious.
That's a what, 6-minute drive? You know, right down the road, straight shot, basically.
Straight shot.
Yeah.
And almost left because I waited like 5 minutes, and I was like, I can't do this.
Damn.
Yeah. So I'm good now, thank God, but I don't ever want to experience that again.
You said you could only play duty for a minute and then turned it off or something like that?
I couldn't even play. I couldn't concentrate on shit at all.
It sounded like it lasted like 48 hours.
I'd say
pretty
so,
much, yeah. That's
but
crazy,
luckily, the
dude.
most extreme was like within the first like hour and a half, 2 hours.
Yeah.
But like even after I took the medication, like I couldn't sleep.
Yeah.
I still like it was not kicking in like it should have.
Yeah. It's crazy, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Like this is obviously different, but like similarly, fever dreams run in my family like pretty bad to where when you have a bad enough fever, you start to hallucinate. So my dad, so I had one when I was younger, and then my dad told me about his when he had one. And back in, I don't even know what year, but the 70s or whatever, when he was a kid too, he was like 6 or 7 or something like that. And he basically had a super bad fever and like ran out of the house and was like telling everybody like the redcoats are coming. Like he's like freaking out like they're like freaking the fuck out like that. But it's like you're kind of in a dream state, so it's definitely not the same thing.
Yeah, but you
like,
still can't control like anything.
Yeah, like not that you had your wits about you because you clearly didn't in the situation, but like you were still conscious, you know? Mine, I'm kind of dreaming and not really there kind of thing, so it's a little different. But like, so I had one when I was like 7 or 8, dead of winter, sleeping on the couch, and I ran out of the house in just my boxers because that's what I sleep in. Ran out of the house barefoot and everything. went to like my neighbor's house and like woke my parents up. I was like, there's a bomb in the house. Like, we have to get out of the house.
Damn.
Yeah, like, and I'll never forget. Like, I remember it, even though I was kind of sleeping. Yeah. But I remember that panic. Like, get up, like, get out of the house. Like,
and you can't control it at all.
Yeah,
you can't.
And so I don't know. Mine didn't last that long, I don't think. And again, I wasn't even really fully aware, kind of thing. But yeah, I kind of relate to it. Not the same, obviously, but for you to say that was like the worst day ever, and like,
and I've gone through some shit.
I was gonna say, like, not to bring shit up, but there's a lot of shit that happened, and I fully believe it. It's just like, I don't think anybody really puts panic attacks quite on that level. Yeah. Like, everybody's like, yeah, they're serious, they suck, like, it's crazy, like, you don't want it to ever happen. But for it to actually be like that level, I mean, that's definitely eye-opening.
Yeah, like, my chest was hurting because my heart was beating so fast.
Yeah.
Like, dude, it was bad. It was bad. I was debating whether or not to say it was like one of the worst days of my life, and it definitely was. It definitely was, especially because it lasted so long.
Right. Well, that was so you're shaking. I'm assuming probably sweating.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Like, all this. Yeah. Like, did you feel like you were like gonna pass out or like?
I did, like, but I felt like if I closed my eyes or anything like that, like I was gonna die.
Damn.
That was the fear that I had.
Yeah.
Like, I was scared that because my son wasn't staying with us. Yeah. So I went upstairs and I saw that his room was empty, and I'm like, oh my God.
Right.
Like, this is not good. This is not good. And like, oh, dude, it was. Ugh.
Damn.
Yeah. It sucked.
That's crazy.
It sucked.
Man.
I'd never wish a panic attack upon somebody.
Yeah, sorry that happened. Obviously, we don't want that to happen, but it's kind of a through line of the show, though. To be 100% honest, is there's especially not as much in the last kind of 3 years since we started this, but especially prior to that and just our friendship and all this kind of stuff. Like, we've always taken like shitty things and just making it a positive in some way.
Yeah,
like. And that's kind of, and we've already talked about it because that was, 3-4 days ago. Yep. And we've already talked about it, how you're like, I'm going to be better. Like, this is going to help me. This is going to do this, and we're going to change this, and this is what's going to happen.
It's almost like a midlife crisis, bro.
Yeah.
I swear to God.
I think it's a little more than that,
It's definitely more than that, but I feel like it did the same due diligence that a midlife crisis
Sometimes
would.
you need that, though. Yeah. Not that it's a good thing, obviously, but like.
No.
It's one of those things, like, for me anyway, when something like crazy happens, I've never had a panic attack like that, but like where something happens and it's like, okay, that happened, that's just the reality of the situation. There's no point in letting that situation affect the future in a negative way.
Right.
It should, in my opinion, either be this sucks, and like you can grieve, you can whatever you need to do over the situation, but like, this sucks. But it should be like neutral, where it's like, man, and kind of think about it, but don't have any negative feelings about it. Or you should try in some way to spin it into some sort of positive.
Oh, yeah.
Like in the changes you're going to make and like all this kind of stuff. And I just think that's the best way to deal with life in general.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It sounds like cliche and everything, but that whole what doesn't kill you makes you stronger shit.
For real,
that's legit what it is, dude. Like, you do. You
true,
have to use those.
I haven't heard that in a long time. My dad used to say it every fucking day.
Yeah,
but it's true.
It's very true. Like, I almost live by that saying now, just because of that. Like, you can't. You got to take the negatives and make them into a positive.
Yep.
You definitely do.
Man, I heard.
That's how you get through life.
Yeah, I love it. Craziness, man.
Yeah.
Craziness.
You know what else is crazy?
What?
My son's becoming a little mini-me.
He is, dude.
I got some jokes for you from Caden himself.
Okay. All right.
All right. You ready?
Yeah. Okay.
Why does the duck wear pants?
I don't know.
To hide his butt quack.
Oh, okay. See, Caden's better than you already. I like this. See, these are the things I need. Not about fucking Santa's sleigh on the roof that popped up in my memory from last year. It was the worst. Here, dude, I'm going to play this. Keep going with your jokes. I'm going to play this.
And then his other one.
A year ago today, or maybe it was 2 years ago,
you said on the roof one?
You said the worst dad joke of all time on the show.
Which is probably the best.
And you struggled so bad to make this work, and me and Tim are like, what are you fucking talking about? And like, dude, okay, keep going. But we're going to play this here in a minute.
And his other one is, why did the hamburger go to the gym?
Probably something about patties. I don't know.
To work on its buns.
Okay, yep. All right.
So yes, my little son is becoming a mini-me.
Are those the only two you got?
Yeah, those are the only two.
Now, I will say.
He wanted to come on the podcast and tell him. I said, buddy, you could tell him. I said, but what are we going to do for the other hour? He goes,
Right.
I don't know.
Right.
I don't know. I said, you could come, but I could tell him if you want.
How about this? Anytime, it's an open door, and this is to anybody, too. Anytime you have something to say or want to put it on the show, if he wants to have jokes, record it, dude. Make a video.
I got you.
And we'll plug it in. Try to do it like this way, like landscape or whatever the fuck.
Why we gotta bring back old memories?
Because this is terrible, dude. It's bad. It's
terrible
bad.
Makes great.
It's bad. So the
product.
caption, this was a year ago today, is this the worst dad joke of all time? The reviews so far have been mixed, which is extremely surprising.
I'm telling you, man, sometimes the worst are the best.
No. What?
You know Santa knows Nate Collins?
Nate Collins?
Yeah.
Like our sponsor, Nate Collins?
Yeah.
No, I did not know that.
He said, how in the world?
How? What?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Come on.
Yeah.
Just come out with it.
I don't know what you're saying.
What?
Let's go.
He said he got a sleigh from him.
What?
Yeah. Santa got a sleigh from Nate Collins.
Oh, did he?
Oh.
Yeah, I said,
right.
shit. Did you tell him, like, Average AF sent you?
I don't know what you're talking about, but yeah.
And he was like, yeah.
Did he get $100?
Dude, he got a better discount.
He got, wow.
I said, how much you get that shit for? He said, free. It's on the house.
So you're telling
God.
You're telling
Ah!
dude, that was the longest, worst joke you've ever done, and I absolutely hate it. The only reason I'm kind of okay with it is because we gave love to a sponsor. But that was the worst thing that has ever been on this show in 126 episodes.
That's cool.
Tim's response made it so much better.
I'm very mad at that. Ah, no! Cancel Tim.
Hashtag cancel Tim.
That may have been the last episode he was on
It might have been.
a year ago, and we're still canceling him.
We are. You're still canceled, Tim.
But yeah, dude. But for real, if anybody has anything they want to send in, let us know.
Yeah.
Hit us up on the messenger or in the DMs, whatever you want to do, and we'll put you right here on the show, bro.
Yeah.
Right here.
Yeah. You know
But-
something more interesting?
Well,
The invention that can make you see through walls? A window.
do you think Caden would fill in permanently, please? Is that
He
a...
might. He's probably too busy playing the damn VR.
I was going to say, dude, because you were saying he's turning into you. One, he surpassed you in the jokes. We've already figured that out.
Mm-hmm.
And he may have surpassed you in the shit talking as well.
Dude, you heard him.
Yeah,
You
dude.
heard him.
We were playing Duty, was it last night?
Yep.
And
I
headsets
gave-
and everything. Yeah, and one of the first things you said is, heads up, it might get kind of loud. And I was like, why?
Little man's playing VR.
Yep, got him a VR for Christmas. and
Talking shit.
Talking mad shit. And he's like, trust me. Like,
Orange
play-
is the imposter. Orange. It's orange. It's orange.
Right. We have to trust each other. Like,
Yep, so that's why I was trying to give him the advice. Don't trust anybody, but
Yep.
never trust anybody.
dude, it was so funny. We'd be playing and like doing whatever, and then I'd hear like, what are you doing? But it's not about our game. It's
At
about
all.
something else.
At all. Oh my God, dude, it's so funny. He loves that thing. He loves it.
Well,
So-
yeah.
So it is dope. For those of you that haven't played VR, it's freaking dope.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get some. Did you do Resident Evil?
I tried it this morning.
Did you? But nobody filmed you.
Nobody filmed me.
Well,
But
that's
it's just-
your fault.
But listen, it's just kind of like there's nothing scary that happened yet.
Okay.
But I will say,
I
it
figured
is-
like it'd start with something.
dude,
crazy.
it is freaking dope though.
Yeah.
Like you're looking, you got your person, right?
Right. And you got handheld things too, right?
Yeah, it's the handhelds, and it's your actual hands.
Which one is it? Is it the Oculus?
It's the Oculus 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Or Meta
And I
Quest
didn't know
2
this.
now.
I don't know if I'm an idiot or whatever, but like, obviously there's like PlayStation, Xbox VR type stuff, but these are standalone VRs.
Yeah, this one's a standalone.
So it's completely different, like not connected to your console.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So like you're sitting there and you got your person's hands, and then down here like you got your watch where you can see like the time, the day, and it like shows you your stats and stuff. And then you've got like your clip down here that's got your shotgun shells and your pistol shells.
Yeah.
So you've actually like got to grab it and then put it into your pistol clip, cock it, and then you're good to go.
Now, is it like when it comes to that kind of stuff, you don't have to be like 100% accurate, right? Like you can be in the general area and it'll grab it.
Yeah.
Because I would hate to like grab it and then it fall out of your hands or something and be like, dude.
Yeah, because you've got like the triggers on the remotes.
Yeah.
So like you'll go down there and then you'll hit the trigger and it's like holding it and then you just put it into the like, dude,
Gotcha.
it is slick.
Gotcha. Okay.
Slick. I love it, dude. But yeah, I'm like I literally just started it because I was like, I just want to see what it's like. Epic, dude. I'm pumped to go further into it.
Now, how do you get games on it? Like, there's an interface somewhere or something.
So there, you can either do it from your phone.
Can you do it in the headset where you're like in the store and shit or whatever? That's dope.
Dude. You can even hook up Facebook and do like Messenger on there. You can get onto your Facebook.
Damn.
Like all of that stuff. I do want to check out. They've got like some videos and stuff that you can go into.
Yeah.
So I want to check those out and see what those are like.
Find one because I'm sure there is one. We already talked about it, but don't do it. I want to find one of the like high beam ones where you're like walking above like 400 stories up or whatever. Well, 400 is an exaggeration, but like 80 stories up or whatever. I want to do that, both of us, for the first time.
Yeah.
And film each other.
That'd be dope.
But like, and we'll have to get like a piece of wood to walk on or something like that, and see like how fucking crazy it is.
Man, it's
because you go in and it's so crazy because you go in knowing this is just fake, this isn't real.
But it doesn't feel like
I know.
at all.
But that's my thing. It's like, okay, I know I'm on the floor and the floor is 6 inches below me. I am fine. But yeah. Everybody thinks that, but once you're in it, it's a totally different thing. Where it's crazy. I've never, I definitely want to experience it. It's crazy.
Yeah. I wonder if he's playing it or not.
Oh, right now?
Yeah. I was going to see if I could play it. If I could see him cast.
I mean, why wouldn't he be playing it right now,
Because it's probably dead. But here's a video of it. Like him playing.
Nice. Wow. And what, you just kind of move your feet to walk and all that?
No, so you got like joysticks on the controllers.
And okay.
But so like in Resident Evil you can do that, but to like turn left or right, you're like this. Like you literally move.
Yeah.
So I could start facing the TV and I'll end up like facing the kitchen like when I take them off because I have no idea where the hell I'm at.
That's so crazy.
Yeah. So
see,
those
I
videos,
just don't have room here for that though, like at all.
Well, you can do it anywhere. Anywhere.
Oh, that's true. You can do it outside, right?
Yeah.
If you have Wi-Fi, I'm assuming.
Yeah, and you draw like you can, if you're a smart person, you draw what's called the Guardian, which is your wall.
Right. You were telling me about that.
Yeah, and we needed it in our living room because trust me.
Yeah.
It gets crazy.
And you got a pretty open living room.
Yeah.
Or at least the front of it anyway.
Yeah. Well, and the table, our coffee table has got wheels on it too, so we can just move it.
Right.
But dude, I freaking love it.
That's awesome.
I love it. But now the cool thing is I get more TV time.
Yeah, Danielle said that to you while we were playing. She was like, "Oh, you get your TV back."
Yes. Yeah, so it's great.
So more duty in the works.
Yep.
That sounds horrible. Is that the episode title? More duty in the works.
Well, that was like dude's gamer tag last night, Mr. Poopy Diaper or
Yeah,
whatever.
well, there was Loaded Diaper and Mr. Poopy Butthole.
Mr. Poopy Butthole.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
And I was like, imagine like, because I wouldn't have any respect for anybody making that gamer tag who is not in their teens.
Yes.
Right? If you're even up to 18, it's like, okay, but once you're 19, but 20, you're like, bro.
Like,
so
what?
you know this dude's like 30 years old, talking about it at work, and people are like, what's your gamer tag? And he has to be like, Mr. Poopy Butthole.
Caden, Caden likes. Have you ever seen Floppa or heard of Floppa?
I don't think so. Doesn't sound like I want to.
So I don't know what it is, but Caden loves it.
Yeah.
And like they actually make like the stuffed animals for it and everything like that.
Yeah.
So he made his name Flop Till You Drop.
I like that though. That's cool.
I was like, all right.
That's
buddy.
way better than loaded
Flop
diaper.
Till You Drop. I was like, dope.
Imagine a 30-year-old, or even you get into a relationship, right?
Yeah.
This is the scenario. You're 35, right? You get into a relationship, all's good, right? You're like, oh, I play video games. She's like, that's cool. It's all good, right? And then you're in a relationship, and then she comes over one night, and you're like 3-4 months in, and you load up, and she's like, wait a second. Is your gamer tag Mr. Poopy Butthole? I feel like that might be a deal breaker.
It might be.
When you're in your 30s. Like,
it's an instant breakup.
because can't you change it like once a year or something
can.
like that? Like, you got to change it,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
Because he'd be like, yeah, well, I made it when I was 13 and I thought it was funny. And like, yeah, I get that.
That'd be me like sticking with Baked Dizzle.
Yeah, but I mean, that's
dope. That was dope when
that's
I
all
first
right,
started
you know?
Xbox.
Yeah, that's a throwback to Snoop, you know?
Yeah.
That's all right.
Baked Dizzle 06, baby.
There you
That
go.
was my fucking gamer
There you
tag.
go. There you go.
Yeah.
But yeah, craziness. Dude,
It is.
it's nuts. You want to talk about, was it Saudi Arabia or Abu Dhabi?
Sadia. Oh, wow.
Sabia Adabia? Sabia
Sabia.
Adabia?
Sabia Dabia. But yeah, dude, I don't even I don't even know where to start with this thing because it's fucking dope.
Okay. Yeah, so, but like kind of start with it, you know?
Floating city.
And it's the shape of a turtle.
Which
Shout
is
out turtle.
dope.
$5 billion. Wait, did that say billion or trillion?
Billion,
Okay.
which isn't that much.
No, not at all. Yeah, and it's all fucking solar powered.
Yep.
9 engines
16,800 horsepower.
in each engine. 5
Which is
knots.
crazy because you got all that and it's 5 knots.
Oh, that's like 15 mile an hour. Yeah. Or 20.
60,000 people.
And they are
So
currently
dope.
working on it, or this
Yep.
is just a concept?
Yeah, they're currently working on it.
Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, but it's made to travel across the world
like that's-
nonstop. So my thing is though, is
That's crazy.
you're not always gonna be in calm ass water like that.
Yeah, but how big did it say it was? You're going to go right through the waves. That's like cruise ships. You don't really feel the waves.
You probably do if you're trying to go to Antarctica.
Well, it's probably not going to go all the way up
Have
there.
you seen videos of that?
What?
When people, I think it was Antarctica, the boat that people take to Antarctica, like it's a, oh my gosh,
All right, let's do it.
yeah, we gotta
Is
find
it on
it.
YouTube?
It should be.
Well, let's get off of a Cookie Monster.
Oh, the Cookie Monster.
All right, what are we looking up?
It's the ship ride to Antarctica. I forget what it's called, something way. But Danielle was showing me about it, dude, and it looks nuts. Like if you got motion sickness, you probably shouldn't even watch it. And if you get seasickness, you definitely don't want to take this trip to Antarctica. But all of everything that she was showing, if you got TikTok on there, it was on there too.
I do not.
What is
have
it? Oh yeah,
TikTok.
the Drake Passage. That's what it is.
What is it? Oh,
Drake
so right
Passage. Yeah, crazy exciting crossing of the Drake Passage.
Here? Well, this is 14
Yeah.
minutes, but let's see what we can find here.
See if you can find something dope. But I guess the waters are always like this every time you pass.
Yeah.
Now trust me, I wouldn't mind going because Antarctica does look dope, and I love. Yeah, like.
Yeah, but that's not a
that's-
cruise ship, though.
Bro, that's mild.
Yeah, that's...
That's nothing compared to what we were seeing. This is like calm.
Yeah.
But dude, they would show it to where like people were on like the 5th story of the boat or whatever, and like you could just see the fucking waves almost hitting your window.
Yeah.
Oh, it's an anglerfish, bruh.
Yeah.
This is one of the aliens. Yeah. But I guess it's so dangerous. Now, again, I'm not like a fact checker here. But I guess it's where three seas combine.
Oh, gotcha.
And there's no, like, land around them.
Waves come out of nowhere. And
Yeah,
even
so
these
it's got-
sturdiest ships are powerless to stop them. Towering dozens of feet.
Wow.
And sometimes
That shit would be
reaching 100
scary.
terrifying
Sometimes
feet of
reaching
sheer
100
water,
feet.
These walls of death cause inevitable calamity.
Yeah.
If you're traveling through Drake's Passage,
Well, that's obviously
there's a good
different,
chance
but I'm
that you'll
talking.
see
They're
one
not
of
gonna
these
fucking
monsters
go up
up
there,
close.
dude. They're not gonna go up there, especially with people living on it. Like,
But it's an expedition that they take every time to go to Antarctica.
sure,
Like-
but we're talking about this other turtle thing. Like, it's not gonna be going.
Oh,
up
yeah,
there.
it's not going to go through Drake's
It's not.
Passage.
Yeah, it's not gonna be going up
That'd
there.
be stupid
And
if it did.
it's the boat that they were on. I mean, it's 100 times bigger than that. It obviously can't take that massive wave
Yeah.
we saw there, but like, I mean, it could take 20-foot waves all day.
It could.
Because you saw the boat next to it on that video.
Looked like a freaking micro machine.
Yeah, but that's the boat that they were on, basically. You
Yeah.
know, so it's so much bigger than that. But yeah, the ocean's crazy.
As
The
hell.
ocean is goddamn wild, dude.
But yeah, I never knew about Drake Passage until she showed me
Yeah.
that. And I was like, that would be pretty wild. But yeah, with three seas combining together and like no land around it, it just makes it like a shit show.
Right. Yeah,
Like
dude.
a complete shit show in the ocean.
Yeah, all colliding different. Because it said rogue waves, which what I gathered in that 4 seconds was
You
they
have
can
no
kind of go
idea.
wherever.
Yeah,
Like
you have
it's-
no idea where they're hitting.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Ugh.
That is nuts.
You could have like two fucking big ass waves just coming right at you.
You dude, maybe that's what happened to Moses.
Bro, it's like a half pipe wave.
It's like a full pipe.
I'd go out and surf it.
We actually, we are going to talk about half pipes kind of here in a minute.
I've tried to drop into a
We'll
quarter
talk about
pipe
it.
one
We'll talk
time.
about it. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it, bro.
I don't wanna
We'll
talk about it.
But we're going to talk
I
about
don't
it.
want to talk about it.
But first, we got to shout out a couple people. First
Yes,
of all, shout
sir.
out to BJ Price of the Skate Mansfield podcast and the Teach Dummy podcast for the awesome table stands for the mics.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
We are probably going to put another weight on it just because these mics are super heavy. But these are awesome, man. I really appreciate these.
Yes,
so
they are nice.
Thank you very much, BJ. But thank you all to our Patreon members as well. Patreon.com/AvJF podcast. Support for as little as $1. And it goes a long way, guys. You know, $10, $11 could be the whole year. And you get early releases, behind the scenes, all that kind of stuff.
We do take one-time donations of $100
Yep. Or more or less.
or less.
That's
Yeah.
fine too.
Yeah. So you gotta start big.
But yeah, thank you to everybody on the Patreon. We have a special tier for the producers that get a shout out on every single episode.
Yes, sir.
And that's going to be Taylor, Tom, Patty Light, Barilli, Joel, Sarah, Steve, Anthony, Jeremiah, Twitch.tv/Evil Tony, and the TGW Podcast.
Yeah.
No hezzy on that one, Shane. I caught my breath, dog. I've
That
been
was a
doing
good
breath
one.
work.
That was a good
Maybe
one.
saw the boxing paying off in the ad reads, bro.
That's right.
Shout out to everybody. Patreon.com/AvJF podcast. It's as little as $1, guys. Just as little as $1. We love you. Thank you.
Absolutely. You know who else we love?
Who?
We love our boy that's been with us for a minute. Even hooking Santa up with a sleigh.
Yeah, dog. Oh, my God.
But our boy, Nate Collins. Yeah. But if
We're
you
getting
ever
better,
hear,
dude. We're getting better.
if you ever hear it a little bit warmer Mansfield, Ohio,
Yeah.
now that the ice is gone.
Now it's in single digits, not
Yes,
negative.
That's correct. I think it's actually double right now.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, buddy.
You talking 12 degrees, dog?
But now that you can get out of your house and not slip around on that ice and there's salt on the road, hit up your boy Nate Collins there on 4th Street at Spitzer.
Damn, dude. We got 19 degrees,
Oh,
dog.
my goodness.
We're wearing sandals outside, homie.
Yes, sir. Short weather.
Let's go.
But yes, hit our boy up. He's going to hook you up with a car, used, new, maybe even Santa's sleigh.
Anything
Who
you want.
knows?
Yeah, don't stop it.
Yeah. But on the positive note there as well, you can get all that muck and junk off your car with free car washes for the lifetime of the vehicle.
Yup.
So make sure you mention our boy Nate. Tell him that we sent you. Give him a call or a text. 419-961-4581. That's right. Get your phone out. You ready? One more time. 419-961-4581. Nate Collins. Hit him up.
Do it. You know what's funny? I want to say this real quick before we get into our mailbag section of the show.
Extravaganza.
You know, a terrible thing happened to you, right? A terrible thing happened. We discussed it. We're going to try to take the positives. There's going to be some changes. Now, one of the changes that I hoped for was that by now you could get through the same ad read that you've been doing for 2 years.
I don't like to do the same thing, though.
I know, but I'm just giving you shit.
I know. Whatever. Our boy Nate appreciates it.
Yeah, he does. Shout out, Nate.
That's right.
He did say, too, we were talking one day, and I was like, by the way, like, we've been doing the same kind of information for a while. Is there anything you want to change or, you know, update or whatever? And he's like, no. He's like, I really like the way you guys do it. So,
yeah, it's because we don't do things original.
Yeah, I mean, we only do things original. That's the problem. So don't be reading ahead, dog. Don't be reading ahead, dog.
I can't help it. My eyesight's like a hawk, bruh.
So
like a falcon.
We talked about it. Obviously, the weather screwed us. That's why the rest of the OTT people are not here right now. So as a backup, we did a holiday mailbag for you guys to ask us questions, anything holiday related. Christmas has obviously passed by the time you guys are seeing it. It was yesterday for us right now. And then New Year's will be in a couple days too. So kind of any questions within there. But the first one we got the Greener Grass podcast.
Holla!
And I believe Kara asked this as well. I'll see on the next picture. But what was your favorite Christmas gift ever and why?
Dang.
Yeah. Do you have something off the top of your head?
Not off the top of my head.
Because I think mine would have had to be my Corey Duffel Foundation skateboard. Complete, really. This is the story. I think I've told it on here, where I was like 12 or 13 and I needed a new skateboard and I wanted this one in particular, and I was pretty sure my parents were going to get it for me, these trucks, these wheels. Like, it's a whole thing, but it's like $100 or more for everything. So I was like, I don't know if I'm going to get it or whatever. And, and so on Christmas Eve, we could always open one present.
Okay.
Just one. Yep. Anyone you want, but you can't touch them. You got to, I was touching them because they had a bag, like just a small bag like this big. And I was like, oh, these have to be the trucks for the skateboard because they're not going to fit in a box. They're weird shaped, like I would know, right? I'm like, these are definitely the trucks. I'm like, if I got the trucks, I got the rest, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, that's the one I'm going to pick on Christmas Eve. Like, let's do this, right? And I'm all hyped, dude. I'm so hyped. I'm so hyped on this because I'm 100% sure that's what these are. Mm-hmm. It's going to reveal the rest of my Christmas right now. I know what's happening, right?
Not it.
I open it and pull it out, and it's a goddamn robe. It's a robe.
Yeah, man. At least you were a warm Christmas morning.
And my mom knew what I was doing. And she was like, after I opened it, she was like, we felt so bad because we knew you thought that that's what that was. But she brought up a good point. She's like, you didn't realize how light it was compared to metal trucks. And I was like, fuck. No.
I didn't.
Yeah. So I was like bummed out, but it was kind of we made a joke of it, but I was like definitely bummed out. And then the next day on Christmas, there was just a box that you think, okay, this is a sweater or whatever. And I opened it and it's the deck and the trucks in the same box. Yeah. And
so you could have gotten the whole thing.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, so for like 12 hours, I thought, maybe I'm not getting everything I wanted. Like, and I was sad because I'm like 11, 12 years old, you know? But I would say that's
probably... At least it wasn't one of those Christmas story robes. Or was it a sweater that they got him or the onesies? Or
yeah, the onesie, the bunny onesie or whatever. I've always hated that movie, dude.
That movie's the shit.
It's so terrible.
What?
The red rifle BB gun or whatever the fuck.
Red Ryder.
Yeah, whatever. It's so bad. It's such a bad movie. I hate it.
It's a great movie.
I've never liked it.
You're going to shoot your eye
That's because
out.
you're old, dude. That's why you like it, dude.
You're like 2 years
I'm
younger.
new age, dude.
You old fart.
So, what about you? Any best present?
I'd probably say trip to the Bahamas. I do remember that.
Oh, fuck yeah.
When I was younger, yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, my parents got us a trip to the Bahamas. And it was dope as shit.
I will say my best present ever was I got my first crotch rocket as a graduation present.
Okay.
But that's different. But the Bahamas, dude, it's going to be hard to beat that for a Christmas present.
So that was dope. Little family vacay to the Bahamas.
Yeah, we did do Christmas in Florida one year with my grandparents, but I was like, I mean, I don't know. I was maybe 10 or something, and we didn't really do much. We might have went to the beach like for a day or two after that, but that wasn't really a vacation in that aspect. But the Bahamas is dope, dude.
And we did like the excursions too, so we went snorkeling.
Oh, hell yeah.
That shit was dope.
How
Swam
old
with
were
the
you?
Dolphins. I think I might have been...
Like semi-recently or younger?
No, it was like 18, 19.
Oh,
or like
dude,
18, 17,
that's
18.
still, you can definitely fully enjoy it then. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Little drinks,
Were they letting you
little
drink and
drinks
stuff?
there,
Yeah, hell yeah. We went to Hawaii one year.
Dude, like you walk into the hotel and they greet you with a drink.
Yeah.
It was dope.
We went to Hawaii one year with like my grandparents because they were renewing their wedding vows. So they took the whole family to Hawaii before we went to prison for fraud, but for money fraud.
Yeah,
so, you know.
Got to enjoy something.
Yeah,
good
whatever.
Out of that,
you know. But but we went one year and I was, I think 18, maybe I was 17. And my brother-in-law was like giving me drinks and stuff, and we were doing it late, so like my mom was either in bed or like in a different part of the house because it was a huge house. There was like 15 rooms and like all this. So she caught me one night with one, and she just looks, and my brother-in-law goes, "Come on, Rhonda, he's in Hawaii, let him drink." And she just didn't say anything, so I just drank the whole rest of the trip.
Hey. I mean, shit. When in Rome, do what Romans do, right? You know what I'm saying?
It is what it is. But yeah, that's a good one. Good question, Greener Grass Podcast.
Yes, great question.
This next one is from Leah Martin, Listless Leah on Instagram. We graduated together, always been a cool chick. She supported us for quite a while. She asked a couple questions here. Real tree or fake tree?
Fake.
And to piggyback off that, are there a favorite ornament on the tree or anything like that?
I'll start with saying fake tree. I wouldn't mind doing a real tree, but that shit is too messy.
Yeah.
Too messy. But I want to go out there and chop the bitch down.
I think I don't know. So this is me, okay? This is me because I'm stupid. I'm stupid. So I'm going to say fake tree as well.
Okay.
Fake tree, pre-lit tree.
Yes.
With the white lights because we're classy, we're elegant, right? We're not going color. We're not going trash, dude.
Yeah, I feel you.
You know, we going elegant, right?
Okay.
That's a nightlight in the living room, son.
It is.
It's
a very big nightlight.
We left it there for
exactly
2 years at my first house, but that's not the point, right? It's a good ambiance, right? Yeah. I think I go fake tree, but if I was like in a relationship and like a real person, you know, and somebody else wanted a real tree, I'd be hyped on a real tree. I'd be like, fuck yeah, let's go get this tree. This is going to be dope.
Because we've done real trees before at my parents' house.
Yeah, we've done both, yeah.
And I will say, dude, I love the smell of them.
Yeah.
The pine. Yeah. Oh, my God, that shit smells good.
Yep.
But, dude, as a parent now,
right,
fake's the way to go.
Especially with animals.
Yeah, it's so easy just to put it up and then take it down, throw it in the attic, and get it out next year.
Yep.
So I'm definitely with fake.
I would agree, but like I said, you know, if somebody else was like, we should do a real one, I'd be like, let's fucking do it.
Yep.
But for me, I'm like, nah, fake, dude. Yep. Fake. White lights. You going white lights or colored lights?
Ours are white.
White. Just light, or you do both?
No, just white.
Okay, doing both's a little much, right? It's like,
it is.
Are you trying to be classy, or are you trying to be the?
Now my parents have one where it can interchange. Like
well,
they
that's
have
rich
the
people shit.
Yeah, you know
that's
what I'm
rich
saying?
people shit, dog.
Bro, speaking of which, we had my sister's boyfriend thinking he was fucking nuts.
Oh, I need to hear this.
So the outlet that my parents have it hooked to, you can turn the off and on with a light switch.
Yeah.
So he's sitting there laying next to the tree and accidentally hit one of the buttons to change from white to the colors and everything like that. Yeah. And he's like, whoa. Well, my dad noticed it. So then my dad's just sitting next to the light switch. And he's going like this. Like any time that Johnny looked at it.
Yeah.
And Johnny's like, what did I do? Did I hit it again? And like he'd go near it, and then my dad would flick it back on. And then, dude, for a good 10 minutes.
That's awesome. That's a long time.
Yeah. So then my other sister, her husband, like walked by it, and they must have had this planned. And he just goes, and my dad flipped it off.
Yeah, wow.
So then Johnny thought it was clap activated. He said, you guys got a clapper tree?
Oh, my God. Wow.
Bro, it was great. Shout out, Johnny. We had you going.
That's amazing. I love little tricks like that.
Yes, it was epic, dude. Epic.
Favorite ornament. Do we have a favorite ornament? I don't really have one.
So mine's not just like one, but Danielle has like it's all nice, right? We got the red balls and the silver balls, right?
Right.
But my favorite are the ones that Caden or Jazzy used to make, and we just put them on there.
Yeah, one of the kids' ones is always good. There's one I think Jess and Harper got me Harper was like 1 or 2, but I think it's a Dragon Ball, and it has like my name or something. I don't remember exactly, but that's
I got a
pretty
Michigan
cool.
Santa Claus one at my parents' house.
Yay!
Whatever.
But yeah, one of the ones that Harper makes or one of your kids or whatever.
I love it.
Yeah, for sure.
They're fun.
For sure. So Jackie, also from the Green Grass Podcast, said, what was the worst Christmas gift you ever received, and how did you respond to opening it? I think mine would be the robe, and it's not that it was a terrible gift. It was just like a terrible moment. Yeah. So I responded pretty sadly, very depressedly.
I'm trying to think, dude. Like, I don't know if
there's obviously socks or underwear or whatever, but I don't
know if I've actually had like the worst gift.
Yeah.
Or like a bad gift, because I've always been that appreciative type.
Yeah, and I've always gotten stuff where I'm like, in my head, maybe I'm like, I'm not going to use this, but I could see the thought in it, like, oh, I could see, but I don't like this one or whatever it is. But yeah, I don't know. I can't think of like the worst gift.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, I would probably say as a kid, just clothes.
Yeah, but that's kind of a general one. That's one for everyone that, I don't know. I don't think I really had, because honestly, like, we didn't really have a ton of money. So we only, my mom basically limited it to $100, which was a good amount back in the 90s, And so she was very somewhat on point of what she bought because there was a strict budget.
Yeah.
And I mentioned 700 things, so she went and tried to get what I asked for as much as she could. And then you could tell, like, thinking back on it, she had like $7 left of the budget, so she'd get like candy and just little like knickknacks and stuff like that, where I'm like, this is gay, but whatever. Like,
what is this?
But yeah, I don't really think I had any terrible gifts that I can think of off the top of my head.
No.
Justin said he wants to hear some New Year's shenanigans on the OTT island, which for the third time hopefully happens next week.
Yes.
We got a couple locked in. We got at least a 4-person show as of now.
Yep.
We'll see what happens. We've been promising for a couple weeks.
Got the Oddie Island coming.
So I'm not going to promise this week, but
no, we're not going to keep lying to you guys.
Yeah. But we're pretty sure we got some guests next week. And then it'll be, as of right now, BJ and Tim will come. So that'll cover all of Skate Mansfield will be here, all of our show.
Retry? No. We're going to reactivate them.
Oh, uncancel? I don't know.
Yeah, for a day.
Yeah. It's a 1-day contract.
It's technically just going to be a guest appearance.
But they should be on next week, and then the girls aren't going to be able to make it because there's like vacations and kind of stuff like that. But I believe they'll be on within a few weeks after that too. So we'll have everybody.
We got
covered.
some stuff coming. Don't know when.
Don't know
what.
We got some.
But it's coming.
We got some ideas. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff happening over on Skate Mansfield. I'm just going to throw that out there. Events and like all this kind of stuff that we're putting on, fundraisers and like
Hell yeah.
Crazy shit going on over there. So check that out. But he also said, this is what I was saying. Would you rather ski or snowboard, and where's the dream place to do so? We're both snowboarders, obviously.
Yeah, snowboarding, hands down.
Yeah, we both snowboarded for at least a decade, right? Right around there.
Yeah.
So we're old now, though, obviously. So snowboarding all the way. I've never even put on a pair of skis because I'm not.
I started as a skier.
Did you? Mm-hmm. Well, that's gay.
Yeah, I started as a skier. Dude, I did that for
Is it because
years.
when you saw the skis, you were like, oh, those look like my arms and legs?
No, the whole family used to ski.
That's a funny joke.
And then
you're
an idiot. You're starting to get like me, dude.
I know.
Horrible.
It's a problem. But now you know how I feel, dude.
But no, everybody in my family skied. And then one day I was just like, this is boring. I want to learn how to snowboard.
Yeah.
So my dad actually knew somebody that was like, so I got like a personal trainer, essentially. Mm-hmm. I was hitting jumps in 3 days.
Yeah.
It was dope. I loved it.
Yeah, my whole crew back in the day skateboarded and snowboarded, and we all started skateboarding. So it was pretty easy to transition. Mm-hmm. It's harder to go from snowboarding to skateboarding. But skateboarding to snowboarding is so much easier.
Yep.
And it was funny because Alex and Kevin were the better skateboarders. But then me and Ross were the better snowboarders. So it like switched on and off, like, you know.
Yeah, I can definitely tell you that if you can snowboard, you cannot skateboard.
Yeah, it's very different.
I will tell you that.
It's very different.
Very different.
Yeah, yeah. Dream place to do it. I mean, obviously there's like Aspen, you know, Garrett, my dude who lives out in Colorado, or he did. I don't know where he's at now, but I think he's still in Colorado. Used to work at the Loveland Snow Park.
Okay.
Or, the Loveland Park. And he would send pictures and videos and stuff, and that looked pretty sweet, too.
We went to Snowshoe Mountain one time in West Virginia.
A lot of people go there.
That shit is dope.
It seems like that's like the closest big one.
Big one, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I would say I just want to go to like an actual mountain, like with fresh ass powder.
I don't, dude.
Dude, I would love it.
I
would love it just for the thrill.
I'd be so goddamn scared.
Yes, but just for that.
We're very different.
Very different. But I heard New York was pretty good.
I don't know anything about that, dog.
Yeah, but anywhere really just like mountain wise, not snow trails anymore.
Yeah, snow trails gets old pretty quick.
It does. But yeah, I'd say I've heard Colorado is nice too. Yeah, I wouldn't mind going there.
That's where a lot of the X Games were
dope.
Growing up. A lot of the X Games were in Colorado, so that's kind of always been.
Yeah, but again, anywhere with a mountain, dude. I honestly, I want to drop out of a helicopter.
That would be cool. I would do that.
Out of the helicopter onto the mountain.
But I'm trying to drop out of a helicopter on like snow trails, not like a fucking mountain, not Everest, bro.
Man, you got to go into that like 3-foot fresh powder.
See, I hated powder, dude. I hated it.
I'd love it.
I hated it. It just gets everywhere, dude. It covers your whole face.
Yes, that's the point of it.
No, it's not.
That's the thrill of it.
I'm trying to skateboard while it's cold out on this mountain. That's what I'm trying to do.
Well, you're lame because you're supposed to be snowboarding.
Yeah, but I want it to signify skateboarding. And cold is not part of skateboarding. That was the worst part.
Oh, man. But yeah, I'd say anywhere with just a mountain, fresh ass powder, dropping out of a helicopter.
We got a couple more. See, this was one from Kara. She wanted to know our favorite Christmas gift. And then Jackie asked the words. She said, also, how do you keep yourself motivated through the winter months? Do you guys ever suffer from seasonal depression? I don't know why I'm reading down there. Or just feeling less driven during these months? If so, what are some things you have done to keep yourself going and positive? I mean, this is we've dropped a couple cliches or whatever, but like, it's just how I live my life. Like, it's not anything to do with winter or anything like that. Like, you know, like, I try to pride myself, and it doesn't always come across this way, but I try my best to, is that I try my best not to actually complain. Yeah. I try to tell the facts of the story, the situation, what happened, and it might come across as complaining sometimes, just maybe I'm saying it wrong or whatever. But generally speaking, I try not to complain about much. Again, we were talking about this is the situation. How do we move on from here? Whether it's like, all right, we can kind of dwell in it for a minute and kind of be neutral-ish or be positive. And I always, try to be positive. Like the whole tire thing, like it's hard for me to be positive about that, but I'm not going to be negative. It's hard to find a positive in that, but I'm also not going to be, find the negative in it. I'm just going to be neutral.
At least I made you laugh a little bit.
Yeah, whatever. But like, I'm just going to be kind of neutral in that one because it's like,
what can you do?
Yeah, that's the fact of it. This is what's next. We move on. We do it. We are broke for a couple weeks now, but that's the situation, and you figure it out.
Yeah.
So I don't know about the winter months per se. It's just certain things you have to do. And
yeah, I'd say during the winter, I wouldn't say like seasonal depression, but we give ourselves a lot of stress.
Yeah.
Because me and Danielle are procrastinators.
Yeah.
So it's usually like last minute shit that we have to do.
Yeah.
But like shout out to Wifey because she's usually on top of getting everything.
Yeah.
Which is super
Jess
nice.
is super good about that. So
so I feel like I would have seasonal depression if it wasn't for her.
Right.
Because she gets a lot of the shit done, which is super, super nice.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess seasonal depression is a real thing, obviously.
Yeah.
And I think we do all experience it a little bit, but it's, again, just kind of a mindset to not dwell in it. It's like, man, this sucks. Like, but this is the situation. It's fucking negative 10 degrees outside. We're inside today. Yeah. That's the situation. Yeah. Find some way to entertain yourself. Find something to do. Like,
and I'm so glad, dude, because, like, my panic attack happened briefly right before Christmas. So I'm glad, like, that didn't screw everything up.
Right. True.
Which is nice. So to your point, man, you've got to find the positives. You can't dwell.
And I would say, obviously I don't know, but like when you were coming down off of the panic attack, obviously like you're not going to sleep right away.
No.
But I think at that point when you're kind of coming back and stuff, you're probably already starting to think about what just happened.
Yeah.
What are we going to do? What caused this? Where are we going to go from here? And whether you have those thoughts fully formed yet or not, it's you kind of. I think I could speak with both of us is that we default into that mindset.
Yeah.
It's after so long of doing it, it's just like, okay, that was the situation. That sucked balls.
Yeah, but how do I bounce back?
What are we going to do now? And that's all you can do. That's life. You have to have that mindset because you're never going to go forward thinking negatively.
No.
You might go a little forward if you're thinking neutrally. It'll be a little slower, but if you can turn some stuff into a positive, that was a shitty-ass situation, but you came out of it with 5 different things of this and this and this and this and this.
Yeah, so
that's the game plan.
Eye-opener.
Let's go,
And I'm glad, dude, like I'm so glad that I've matured in that way.
Right.
To where you
a lot of people don't get to that point.
No, and it's tough. And
a lot of people panic. Well, no pun intended, but like, that's one thing that aggravates me is when I get, and not in that aspect, obviously, I get people panicking and freaking out and having meltdowns, and I get all of that, and that's warranted, and you should be able to do those whenever you need to.
Yeah.
But there should be a part where that stops, and then you go, what do we do now? Where do we figure out?
You got to learn from it.
Yeah, and don't just dwell in that meltdown for a week, and then just kind of ease your way out of it. You have to shift your mindset.
Because the worst thing about the panic attack was not having any type of motivation.
Yeah.
And that was like the biggest thing too, is like, okay, I got to get motivated. I got to do something. I can't just sit here because it could happen again.
Well, that's, for sure. That's a whole different, But I mean, I guess to answer the question, it's not really a winter thing. It's just a mindset thing in general.
Yeah, but I could see why winter. I mean,
for sure. But my thing is like you just have to accept the reality.
Yeah.
Like I describe myself. I've thought about this for the last few years, and people are like, "Are you a pessimist? Are you an optimist?" Like
I'm straight
whatever.
Optimistic.
Well, like Jerry told me one time, I'm the most pessimistic optimist he's ever met. And I'm like, yeah, probably, because shit's gonna go wrong, but it's okay.
Yeah, it's just a realist.
I've transitioned to say I'm a hyper realist. Like I just deal in reality. Like I made a status about this not too long ago, just to kind of go off of this mindset thing. The way my mind works is first step is like facts, the second step is logic, and then the third step is your feelings.
Yeah,
that's how my mind works. Like What is the fact of the situation? What does that mean? And then now, how am I supposed to react to that? Not how do I react first and then break down that situation.
Yeah.
Not everybody can do that. I understand. But that's kind of the way I look at it, is deal in reality as much as possible, the reality of the situation, and then figure out, do I need to punch somebody in the face right now? Or, like, what do I need to do,
That's fair.
But I try to deal with those things first. And honestly, that keeps me out of trouble a lot. Because, like, if people are, like, talking shit, like, Steve has seen me almost deck an old man. But that's different.
I remember that story.
That's different. And he was like, are you good? And I'm like, I'm good. But, like, it was kind of because I did let my feelings get ahead of myself there. But at the end of the day, I was thinking of the facts and the logic. Okay, the fact is, I could deck this dude in the face right the fuck now, and he deserves it. Mm-hmm. The problem is, that's not going to solve anything.
No.
He's an asshole, so he's probably going to press charges.
Absolutely.
And he's currently blocking my car in with his vehicle.
Which means you're not getting it out.
Yeah, so, like,
you would have felt good, but the situation would have
probably don't
so
deck
much
him in the
worse.
face and swallow your pride and deal with it.
Yep.
Which sucks. Because dude, that's the one thing that bothers me, man.
Because you're, like, pretty much saying you won.
Yeah, like, he was being so fucking disrespectful.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro. Yeah. Dude, every time
It's
I
all
bring
right.
this
Karma's
up.
going to hit his ass.
Every time I bring this up in passing, I start to, like, feel it again.
That tingle, like,
Yeah.
I should have just knocked his ass
I
out.
wanted to. But, yeah, Steve was like, are you good? And I'm like, let's just go inside, bro. Let's go inside. Because it was at Steve's house, too. So I'm like, this isn't my house. Like, Steve's going to have to deal with this. This dude lives in his apartment building. Like,
yeah.
And
So much worse could have happened.
And that's what I told him. I said, he's lucky I don't live here. Because if I live here, I'm knocking him out. And then you can knock on my door all you want, dude.
Yeah.
I'm right here.
Yeah, and I'll open my door out and knock your ass out again.
Yeah.
It's fine.
But
we can keep this. We can keep this circle going.
So luckily in that situation, feelings trickled in a little first, but I defaulted back to facts and logic.
Yep.
And what do we do? What's the outcome? What's going to happen?
Yep.
And I think you can just apply that to life. And I'm not going to say your seasonal depression's not going to go away, but I think you'll be able to
It'll help it.
handle it in a better, positive way, I guess.
Yeah.
It takes some time. It's hard. It's hard to think that way.
And I feel like I've just been through so much shitty situations.
I was going to say, we've been through a ton to where we've, and I'm speaking for both of us, but I think you would agree, we've been through so many shitty situations where we did act negatively.
Yeah.
And we've again
learned from it.
Yeah, saw the results of that, what happened, some not good shit, right? And then we've tried to do some things in a positive way or a neutral way, and we see the outcomes of those, and that's just a better track. Like, it's just a better way of life. Like, it's not easy, but it's better.
Yeah,
it's
better. It is. I don't know. I'm really good at just finding anything positive about shit.
Yeah.
So I'd definitely say I'm a high optimistic.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think you can learn from everything. Even like, I mean, it sounds shitty, like even like, death to some extent. You can learn from it, or you can absorb your feelings about it and learn yourself a little more. Like learn about who you are more with taking in that information and not like hiding your feelings about it, but really trying to understand what's going on.
Absolutely.
I think you just got to be in tune with yourself and
you do
not give a fuck, basically.
Yeah, when
not
life throws
death,
you lemons,
obviously.
you throw them back.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. I think we got two more here. This other one also from Kara. How do you feel about your New Year's resolutions? Do you have any? I personally started making resolutions each year on my birthday because it felt more special, less cliche, and I felt I've stuck with them more. That makes sense.
That does
make sense. More of
because I feel like New Year's resolution, like everybody feels like they have to do one.
Yeah.
And nobody ever follows through with that shit.
My best New Year's resolution I made on like January 4th, something like that. But I was like, it's early enough. I can make this.
Yeah.
My New Year's resolution was to drink more root beer.
Okay.
And I did. It was great.
Nice.
Because I hadn't had root beer for a long time. And then I had like 2 or 3 in a row, like around New Year's. And I was like, I need more of this in my life.
Yeah.
And I was like, resolutions, not that they're dumb, but they're not like for me, really. So I was like, this is going to be awesome. More root beer.
But I'd say that you know, with my panic attack, it gave me a New Year's resolution to better myself.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
but that's a real one too. Like we were
is.
talking about that yesterday. Like it's shitty that it happened, but we were talking about it. You're trying to spin it into a positive of what's, you know.
Yeah.
The worst thing that's ever happened to you, by your own words,
is possibly going to be the best thing to happen to me.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it is. But that's optimistic right there, Sean.
Yeah, true.
But no, I think, Kara, I think that shit's dope. I agree that doing it on your birthday is actually much more special,
much more meaningful. It seems like, that would be a lot better.
And I'm glad that you've kept with them.
Yeah.
And I think that shows that that's a better route to take, and not just make it's my New Year's resolution.
Right. Let us know too if you guys are listening or watching this. Let us know in the comments, what New Year's resolutions did you have that you kept too? Like, what are some positive things that you were like, I want to drink more root beer, and I fucking drank more root beer. You know what I mean? That's a positive thing. Like, that's a win in a New Year's resolution. What'd you guys do? Let us know. Yeah, like, I'm not against them by any means, but I think, I guess I don't really think of them as resolutions, but I do have goals for the year. You know, I guess it's kind of the same thing, just without that title.
Yeah.
You know, but I guess my resolution for this year would be to officially become part of the training department at work.
Okay.
Not to get too into details about that, but there's been some talks about some things that I could possibly do and like blah, 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 but we'll see. And a couple other people have said their goal also is to get me into that position. So
nice.
By the end of this year, 2023. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, basically get into the training department at work. And then obviously grow the shows and stuff like that. That's always a resolution. I think we did good with getting guests on for a little while. We haven't for the last month or two, but
it's the
more
weather.
Guests. Yeah. And yeah, it's always harder in the winter.
Might as well just have Mother Nature sign this bitch.
Right. But yeah, it's you know, it's whatever. What about you? You got a resolution for this year at all?
Just to better myself. It's not like a specific one, but no, I just need to reflect on what the hell occurred.
Right.
And, you know, take the pieces to why it occurred and better them.
Yeah. Yep.
Essentially.
I like it.
Yeah.
Jeremiah said, I want to know what you think the best gift you ever gave was, or possibly one you're giving this year.
VR!
And what was the worst gift you ever gave? Oh, man. I don't know, man.
So the best one that we gave, definitely the VR.
The VR. Yeah, Harper got a Switch. She loves that. I don't know. It's got to be something for Harper, but I really don't know. Because she gets excited about books and everything. Like,
yeah,
she was super excited about the Lanky Box mystery boxes. She got 2 of those. You know, she got a squishy Boxy. You know what that is? She got a squishy Boxy and Ghosty, and she was hyped on those like all day yesterday. But yeah, I don't know. These are kind of I mean, these are pretty standard questions, but I really don't know.
Jazzy got some nice Nikes.
Some Nikes, okay. Yeah, my memory's just so bad.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't remember what I've I think I got just like some concert tickets, maybe to like Seether. But like I don't remember if these are for Christmas or like birthdays or whatever. But I got like her like a deluxe pack of the new album coming out with the sweatshirt and the pre-order and the bonus tracks and the I think VIP tickets and like all this stuff. But I don't remember, dude. My memory's so fucking bad. It's so bad.
I mean, I'd say the worst gift, it's not even like a bad gift, but like I hate getting gifts. Mm-hmm. So like usually like for my parents or anything, it's like a gift card.
Gift card, yeah.
Yeah. So I'd have to put that as like the worst gift because there's no thought behind it. And it's just like, well, shit.
Yeah, my dad pretty standardly gets a $25 or $50 gift card to Bob Evans. That's because he doesn't like to go out or eat out, but he will go to Bob Evans.
Yeah, like my mom will get one for her birthday for like Amazon, my dad for Lowe's.
Yep.
And then usually Christmas it's somewhere out to eat.
Yep. Yeah, that's I mean pretty standard stuff. We're pretty boring in that aspect, and we're not rich, so the gifts aren't extravagant.
Right. All right.
Yeah. I don't know. Oh, I guess. See, again, well, my birthday and Christmas are 2 weeks apart. Mm-hmm. Same with you, like 3 weeks apart. So, like, it's hard for me to remember. But I guess one of the best gifts I did ever receive was Jess got me my first digital camera. Okay. That was really cool.
I remember when me and Danielle first started dating, she got me fucking the Jeezy album, Young Jeezy, the Snowman album, bro. Yeah. I remember that shit.
1999.
Yeah, boy. Dude, it was epic, though,
yeah,
bro.
For sure.
It was epic.
For sure. Well, those are all of the mailbag questions. Thank you guys for submitting those. But, yeah, I mean, it's been a crazy year. I think we are going to record the next episode on New Year's Day. So it'll be in 2023. So this is the last 2022 episode.
That's right.
We don't necessarily have to do some hardcore reflecting right now because I'm sure we'll do that next week with the guys and everything. But it's been a crazy year, man.
Hell yeah, it has.
It's been a crazy year, especially for the show. For the last 3-4 months, it's been
popping,
been pretty wild. So thank you guys. Please like, subscribe, all that. I know you guys got some Christmas money, so hit up that Patreon, hit up that merch shop, all that kind of stuff, and we are still offering advertising on the show as well. So if you guys have a small business or like a Twitch stream or anything that you want to promote, let us know. That is all through Patreon as well. So hit the link, go down to the last tier. You'll see all the details there. And it's a monthly thing. So if you don't like the way we read it or something like that or whatever, we can obviously take notes and be better, but, you know, it's 1 month at a time, cancel anytime, all that kind of stuff. Yeah. But we appreciate all you guys. Thank you guys. Love you.
Yes, sir.
Here's to 2023.
And we'll see y'all next year.
Peace.